y'all be afraid to be moaning in y'all's girls' ears. I'll be at my girls' ears like, oh my God.
From Dallas, Fort Worth, it's the Midnight Power Hour.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Midnight Power Hour.
What a horrible introduction.
This is the one, the only, the baby eater, the abortion giver, trans activist, the one, the only, Zachary L. Pierce, everybody.
Woo! All the bitches clapping. Aw, shit.
Welcome on, man. It's your first time on this shit.
Oh, by the way, I wasn't saying your introduction was shit. I was saying what we were talking about before was shit.
Oh, okay.
Just to clarify before I get canceled by your audience.
Damn. My audience of my grandma. No, I actively make sure.
They're going to raise pitchforks against me.
They don't listen to this. Me too, for all the shit I talk about on this. If you've listened to any of the other... I literally on one episode talked about that I would probably eat a person.
Elijah loves that episode. That's
He's
his
listened to...
favorite
Oh,
one.
wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Elijah is your number one fan.
Dude,
I hope you
Elijah,
know.
if you are listening to this, you're probably listening to this. Man, you're making me proud. You're growing into a good person.
Just cut the Jordan Peterson shit out. Just cut that shit out, guy.
Zach's not about the Jordan Peterson shit, you know? And you know...
What do we do without man? Have you heard that shit?
No, I didn't.
Jordan Peterson, had this big old thing, where he was like, what would we do without man?
Is that when he started crying?
Yes. And he was like, man doing these impossible things. They build skyscrapers and they jerk off other men and they fucking take it up the ass like real fucking champs. What would we do without men?
It's a super polarizing time
It's
on the internet.
It's
especially.
You'll get women versus men, trans versus cis people, gay versus straight people, Christians versus the LGBTQ, even then, mom likes to claim that there's this spiritual warfare going on between the Christians and the trans people, but that's why I use that as an example because she believes that shit. But there's always some type of divide.
There's also you mentioned spiritual warfare. People that believe in a spiritual warfare, almost on some Scientology shit. If this was some comic book shit or if this was a sci-fi movie, I'd watch the shit out of it. But to fully believe this with all your being,
Do you know what my mom believes?
No, what does she believe? You don't.
Shout out, mom. If you ever listen to this, you're not gonna listen to this, but shout out, mom. She believes that the Earth is flat. It's surrounded by something called the firmament, and
She's a flat earther.
And the Earth is surrounded by ice walls. There are different pockets of the universe. Oh my god, I fucked it up again. Holy shit!
With the mic.
Oh my fucking god, did I fuck it up? It sounds okay, but did I fuck it up?
If that ever happens, just kind of fuck with the bottom.
Oh, okay, cool.
Wait a minute.
Oh my god, I was so scared for a second. I'm so sorry.
It's not gonna break it or anything. No.
I'm so scared I'm gonna just come through here like an elephant through a china shop and just fuck your shit up.
If it happens, it happens. I know where you live, so
you know where to bill me.
I know where to bill you. I know your mailing address. It's fine. I got your Cash App. No, wait. So she believes in the flat Earth. Essentially.
Yeah, that there are basically different pockets of the universe within these ice wall. So there's a plane that the galaxy, I guess, would be. And correct me if I'm wrong, Mom, but there are pockets of the universe where there are different, there's Earth, there's Earth 2, there's Earth 3, and they're all in these fucking, it's like tryptophobia, but with the fucking Earths.
I think I know what you're talking about. I'm going to show you an image, and if this is the correct image, I'll post it. I'll put it in the actual video.
Yeah, shit's banana sandwich. I think so, yeah.
Is it something like the ice wall would be that, I guess, that first, those circles you see, and then there's beyond that, there's like other consonants that, and it just like kind of continues on like for God knows how long, sort of.
I think so. And she also believes that there's a firmament around the earth, like the atmosphere, basically. This bitch just describing the fucking atmosphere.
Like a glass wall.
Yes, basically.
I'm
That
quite
there's a
familiar with
firmament.
the flat earth, the stuff, because
Are
yeah,
you familiar with the Christian flat earth?
I'm
Because
familiar
that's
with
kinda
all
different.
of it. I'm familiar with all of it. Well,
That shit be hidden different.
when you get to the Christian part, that's where all the lore comes in.
Yeah.
But if you're just like standard flat earth, then
lore.
you think that it's basically like Earth is a terrarium, essentially.
Yeah.
Earth is a terrarium, and the sun and the moon are local. I run a space account and website, astronomy website that is an ongoing project of mine. So
Shout out Space.
Spacecast.
Shout the fuck out.
Shout out fucking Spacecast. You can follow it on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all
Instagram,
of the platforms.
YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, fucking Pinterest, fucking Wattpad.
We're not on Pinterest.
Fucking Wattpad.
Or Wattpad.
Fucking YouTube Plus, fucking Line, fucking
The dark web.
on the dark web, 4chan. We're on fucking Reddit. We're on fucking 8chan.
We are on
We're
Reddit.
on them shits.
Go follow us, Spacecast Inc. Show your love and support for the cosmos. No, for real. I get comments on a regular, especially on TikTok, of people just with these, and I'll just call them extraordinary beliefs. And like, you know, some of them have these talking points and these points that, you know, you hear a lot regurgitated, that to someone who doesn't know better is very convincing. At one point, because I love conspiracies.
Yeah.
I love them. Fucking love them. But even me, at one point when I was in early high school, that shit had me kind of stumped for a little bit, you know. I never fully, like, embraced it and believed in it. But I was just like, like, what's, you know, what the fuck? It wasn't until senior year, I had my astronomy teacher. You know him. Shout out Mr. Smith.
Shout out.
Dude, he's the one that, and this is why it's important that you have good teachers like this.
Oh, yeah.
Because they will teach you in a way where it doesn't make you feel stupid for like even entertaining like a thought like that, but they teach it to you in a way where it's like, oh, okay, like I understand. You know, you're not like you're not being like attacked or anything. It's not like coming at an authoritative standpoint.
It's like no question is a stupid question.
Yes. And they're just there to teach you, and they're good at their job and they're passionate about it, you know? If it wasn't for him, I probably would have not like gone down that path of like science and shit. And I was agnostic long before that, but you know, that after I guess kind of like affirming that like, okay, like that shit is bullshit, you know, learning how to, you know, not fall into pseudoscience. Once I kind of built that, I guess it was just a matter of like, I guess I had, what am I trying to say here? I had my
Pussy.
like pussy
Sorry, my
Tourette's kicked in.
yeah. Sorry.
No, at that point, I guess what I'm trying to say at that point is I was able to build like a solid foundation of like how the world around me works and shit like that.
Yeah, I definitely have like a question for you, since you run the whole like space whole like
Space hole.
that's like your brand. Like space is like your brand.
Yeah.
So like if like since that's your brand, do people like my mom like piss you off, or do people like who believe like shit that is so absurdly like not it's just not it's just
couldn't
not
be
it.
farther from the truth.
Yeah, it's just not it.
It does not piss me off, actually. And at first, when I would, like I said earlier, I used to get those comments all the time and people just making their case. Some of them were like, okay, you know, like clearly you've been indoctrinated into this belief system. Others are just like, you don't know what you're talking about. But either case, I'm like, it doesn't bother me like that. And the reason being is like, look, I get it. You know, like I understand like people, you know, people just believe crazy shit sometimes, you know, and it doesn't make you a bad person. Yeah, I don't care if you just drop it. Oh, yeah, you don't want to waste that.
Sorry, but not to interrupt what you were saying.
No, you're good. I was kind of going on a tangent. I had to like collect my thoughts for a second. Why doesn't it bother me?
Oh my god. Pussy. Fucking what's another one? What's another soundboard ass noise?
Oh.
Oh. I shoved a nuke up my pussy.
Oh my god. No, it
Legalize nuclear bombs.
Get over here, coward. No, it doesn't bother me like that, just because like unless you're like say a political figure, someone who has some sort of leverage over like policy, and this is a point that Neil deGrasse Tyson makes all the time. Unless you're someone of influence, then other than that, fucking go off, you know.
But the only problem is that a lot of people are trying to work towards that.
Yeah, but it'll never fucking like. I mean, flat Earth at least. That's never it's not gonna become a fucking topic.
Goddamn, hopefully. I mean, it's like fine, like you said. It's like if you're doing it in your own household, as long as you're not a person of power, a person of influence that's doing shit like that, and spreading the misinformation, it's fine. But it's like they're spreading it to their children. They're spreading it to younger people around them that will absorb that information, and I think that's just harmful as fuck.
It can be, but this is why we need those teachers like Mr. Smith, those people that were good at their jobs, they cared about it, and they taught you in a way where it's like you weren't throwing that, it wasn't going in one ear and going out the other.
Teachers don't get paid enough to do that no more.
And it's like, there's not enough pay, there's not enough, like, there's a whole myriad of things wrong with
to
that.
have a good teacher nowadays.
We need
I
more
understand. It's especially with like my siblings will tell me it's really hard to find a good teacher nowadays because like pay is so low and nobody wants to be a fucking teacher no more. Who the fuck wants to be?
Have you seen high schools these days?
Exactly. Who wants to be fucking with them motherfuckers? They be fucking in the 6th grade. Like they'll be fucking in restrooms and shit. And you gotta walk in there and be like, break it up, you nasties. Get the fuck out of here. It's like, ew. I wouldn't be able to be a teacher at all of any age. Probably maybe like fucking old people. I would teach old people.
College, yeah.
I would teach, not even college. I would teach old
Senior
people
citizens.
how to knit.
Yeah.
I would teach no age. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, it's just, that's the world we live in now, you know. But I haven't, I mean, I say this like halfway meaning it, but like I haven't fully given up on people yet, you know. I mean, as a species, like, I mean, I don't have that many good things to say, I guess.
Oh God.
Well, then again, there's good things that are happening.
We're like, I guess. Now,
we're some mid.
I mean, we're mid, I guess. We're mid as fuck, I guess.
I guess it depends on like where your area of focus on.
Because it just depends. Like circling back to everything's a battle on the internet. It's like circling back to that. There's no peace. There's no like solace. You can find solace in the internet, obviously, in your little pockets of the internet. But it seems like the majority of the internet is like so divisive, and it's so weird. I don't understand it like at all. And it's like, especially that kids stayed home for the past like couple years. It's like they're kind of absorbed in the online shit. And like Elijah was talking to me about this. Shout out Elijah.
Shout out Elijah.
He was saying that like TikTok really forms the way you think. If you think about it, it really forms like how children like absorb information and how they execute things in real life. Because if you see a certain thing on the internet all the time, these fake relationships, these fake expectations, these fake whatever, you're gonna have those fake expectations in the future. And I'm like, damn, Elijah, I guess you're like a real ass adult for coming to this conclusion now. Okay.
Yeah, that's a very mature thing to, you know, contemplate.
Yeah, and it's like if since children are at home all the time, they're like gathering more information, and since we're like ever since COVID, all of us have been kind of home, like either working from home or just having to stay home because of like the fucking pandemic.
Right.
We were like, I don't know, I'm rambling, but we just had to fucking like we had the internet. And it was everything on the internet we were seeing, we were basing our lives on, we were basing our expectations on, we're basing our fucking, like, even political, like, beliefs. Like, these people look up to, like, people like Tucker Carlson on fucking Fox, which fucking rip bozo. He fucking got fired, apparently. Or he left. But people say he got fired, or who fucking knows. But, like, people like that, they see people like that, or Jordan Peterson, or people like, even people like fucking Biden or Trump, or, like, they view certain people and they, like, idolize them, and they view everything that they believe off of what the person they idolize believes. So that's why I'm saying, like, does it bother you? And that's why I asked does that shit bother you, because that shit would bother me personally, because I'm like, all that shit you see on the internet is fake as shit. A lot of that shit is fake as shit. It's just divisive. It's just to stir up trouble. It's just to stir up violence against whatever group they want to. Or just
misinformation.
Yeah. TikTok is rampant with fucking misinformation.
Right. TikTok is full of flat earthers too.
Did you know that the pyramids were buried underground? They were made underground, and they were fucking, the tip of it's gold, and fucking that shit's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it was built by fucking aliens, man. Like, people believe the craziest shit, and it bases off of, like, it formulates in these young minds, or these formative minds, or even older people who are just fucking naive to the fucking world. They'll absorb that fucking information and run with it. Mom sees anything. Sorry to circle back to mom. Shut up, mom. She sees anything on fucking Facebook, and she believes that shit at face fucking value. The Lord's coming. There's gonna be a dark winter. The fucking earth, the world's gonna end. Fucking this and that. The earth is fucking flat. Like, even the divisive shit like transgender and being gay is a sin. Like, shit like that. She just sees that shit on the fucking internet, even though the Bible, or she bases it off the Bible, which is a translation of a translation of a translation of a dead fucking language. Open that truly, bitch. Slurp that truly, bitch. Sorry, I had to take a break. Oh, fuck yeah. Listen to that. Slurp it in the fucking mic. Nah, I'm kidding. Slurp that shit in the mic. Oh, my God. Welcome to ASMR break. But anyway, motherfuckers be seeing that shit on the internet and will base everything they fucking see. That would make me pissed off, especially if I ran a space page that were based off of the cold hard facts of what literally space is made at.
Hundreds of years of astronomy.
Exactly. Hundreds of years of research, not just like the fucking Bible says the fucking earth is flat, so I'm gonna fucking, a book says that it's
Bible,
flat.
Even things in the Bible disprove flat earth and prove, like, galaxies and worlds beyond our own, you know? It's like, the thing is people like to pick and choose.
Oh, yeah. There are motherfuckers that believe the wildest shit just because the Bible fucking says that shit. Like you said, they pick and fucking choose. It's like, remember Nikki would always bring up, shout out Nikki. We shout out everybody in this fucking episode.
The mixed fabrics thing?
Yes, the mixed fabrics thing. The fact that was literally said that you shouldn't wear mixed fabrics. And I brought that up to mom because she likes to always bring up the trans thing, always bring up the gay thing, always bring up that that's a sin, and then I have to answer to God for that, apparently. And I'm like, what about the mixed fabrics thing, Mom? What about the not wearing, like, the not tattoo thing? What about the smoking cigarette thing? And she says that she always says that it's like you have to battle the fucking temptation of the flesh. You know what I mean? Like, deny the flesh or some shit. She always fucking says that. And she thinks that, like, ooh, scratch. What was that? Scratch. Oh my God. Oh,
you
sorry.
have such severe ADHD.
I really do. I'm so sorry. Especially when I drink. I get like, huh, squirrel? But, like, what the fuck was I saying? You can cut most of this out, by the way, because I'm just talking bullshit. I am talking bull motherfucking shit.
No, it's good because that means I'm going to have a lot to work with. Like,
okay, good. You can splice it into me saying whatever the fuck you want me to say.
I can make you sound transphobic if I wanted to.
Yeah, I hate trans people. You know what I hate? Fucking trans people.
That's gonna be the first bit, the intro. I want to replace the beginning. I'm gonna roll the music.
Oh my god. I fucking hate trans. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No,
the midnight power hour.
Oh god. No, for the record, I'm a trans man. I might not sound like it, but I'm a trans man.
Yeah, well, that was our point.
I am Himothy.
We were gonna make that like our first topic, then we got into all this.
Oh yeah. So Christian,
Oh my god.
what are your opinions? What do you know about Christian thus far? About Christine Weston Chandler. Christine / Christopher / Christian / Ricardo / Ian Brandon Anderson.
All I know is he's the gal that made Sonichu, and he probably fucked his mother.
Oh
has
no,
dementia.
Definitely had sex with their mother, who possibly has dementia.
She looks like she has a dementia.
Oh yeah, if you've seen recent videos around the 2016, 2017, 2018 time, where during Christine's begging saga, where she'll be like, "Money, gimme now, money, money, money." She'll shove the camera in Barb's face and be like, "Come on, tell him, darling." She'll literally. Okay. For the record, people who don't know, Christian is a lol cow. They're AMAB, assigned male at birth, and they came out as a lesbian transgender soul.
Is that what they said?
Yes,
Transgender
a lesbian
soul?
transgender soul. They're a lesbian transgender 3/4 woman soul. They're a humble woman, Christine Weston Chandler. But she fucking diddled her mom. After her sweetheart search, she couldn't find a sweetheart, so her sweetheart was her mom.
The only other person within close proximity.
Oh yeah, literally the only person. No one liked them. Their family had ostracized them. No one really fucked with them. But like,
I mean, probably. I mean, is it unrealistic to say there's probably some weird signs going on before to be like,
no,
I don't think I want this person at the family reunion, you know?
Oh no, yeah, there were signs, because not only were there naked pictures of Chris, there were like Chris.
Naked pictures where, like in the family group chat?
No, that Chris took, that they sent to supposed gal pals or supposed girlfriends. So I don't know if you know this, but Chris Chan's life is a lie. Every friend they've ever had, any girlfriend they've ever had, most of the time was fake. Most of the time was a troll. Most of the time it was from the Quickie forums or Kiwi Farms or 4chan.
So she got fucked with a lot, basically, by trolls.
Fucked with a lot. All the people she knew were trolls, were fake. Her whole entire... She's had like a couple girlfriend sagas. There was a girl named Julie. There was a girl named Ivy. There was a girl named fucking Jackie, I think her name was. Blanca. All of these fake women that I'm mentioning, Emily, all these fake women that I'm mentioning were all troll orchestrated. And they got nudes out of him. I'm saying him because back then they identified with he and
for
pronouns.
timeline's sake,
For timeline's sake, I'm just referring to them. And especially because there is an insider information that, by the way, Chris is bailed out. Chris has been bailed out for a while.
I've heard about that.
For like maybe like a month or so. And they apparently, by a source close to them, say that they're no longer a trans woman, that they're a bigender. They no longer use she, her pronouns, and they have a beard now. So I just use they, them to talk about them in current time. I talk about she, her when I'm talking about her trans saga, and I say he, him when I'm talking about regular old Christian. But I'm
guessing at this point no one's gonna hold a gun to your head to be correct about this person.
They fucked their mom. No one gives a fuck what their pronouns are.
All bets are off, man. You fuck your mom, all bets are off.
Oh
like,
God,
I'm
fuck
sorry.
your pronouns. You
Lose-
fucked your mom.
Jesus Christ. That's like, because I know so little about this
So
thing.
little.
So little. I know like the bare minimum. I know that this person is one of like the most they basically have almost their entire life documented on
They're
the internet.
one of
That's
the
why
most
they're-
well documented lol cows.
which is why they're
ever.
kind of like popular, I guess, in like internet lore
Yeah.
in a way.
They have a certain charm to them because there's other lol cows like Cyrax. There's other lol cows
What's
like
a what?
lol cow. It basically is a 4chan created word that means a person who executes laughable antics on the internet. So like Chris Chan is a lol cow. You'd probably say that like people like Cyrax is a lol cow. You'd say, I'm trying to think of another person maybe you think of that is a lol cow that you know of, but I don't really know. Do you know Ahuvia Harel?
No.
Okay, no, yeah.
Not familiar with any of
They're
these
another
people.
lol cow. It's just a person that executes very laughable behavior on the internet. But with Chris Chan, it's a lot different. They have autism, and that puts them in the mindset of a child. Not that every autistic person has the mindset of a child, but them, unfortunately, they have the mindset of a child.
Yeah.
And they, like, are so naive. That's why I'm saying that, like, everything that I'm telling you, which we have to watch, shout out Gino Samuel, we have to watch the Gino Samuel doc on Christian one of these days because it's really, really crazy. Or you need to watch it on your own because it's really, really crazy. This whole man's whole life is fucking fake. They got nudes out of him. They got him to draw a picture of Native American people jerking off in a circle because Christian claims that they were part Cherokean. It's crazy. They literally are fucking crazy. Everything's fucking happened to this person.
So this person. Okay, how does he get to fucking his mom though? Let's just, because this is like, because so far what you said is like, damn, like this fool was like harassed on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
And definitely taken advantage of. But like he's done some monstrous
Oh,
shit.
they're
She's done some monstrous shit.
They're
you know?
racist. They're homophobic. They're transphobic. Literally,
This is just a person that sounds like they're mentally unwell. They shouldn't even be
yes.
allowed on the internet.
Yes. They are mentally unwell. They believe. Did you know
How does
they
this person not have
believe-
someone like saying like, no, you can't be on the computer? How is there not like a court thing?
because their parents are too old. Their parents are too old to really enforce anything.
And no one's banned him. Like YouTube hasn't banned him. Twitter hasn't banned him.
if you commit a sex crime, if you sexually abuse someone in your family, like they did with their mother, usually they negate access from the internet for a while. That's why Christian hasn't made some miraculous return to the internet. No
Yeah.
one knows where they are. They have a debt hearing apparently coming up, if it hasn't happened already. But that's the only inkling of Chris Chan that we know of as of right now. But they basically, what happened is they have this thing called a sweetheart search.
A what?
A sweetheart search.
A sweetheart search.
Yes. Where they try to find a boyfriend-free girl. All their words, by the way.
Wait. A boyfriend-free girl. Okay, a girl who doesn't have a boyfriend.
Yes, but they use a boyfriend-free girl. They say boyfriend-free girl.
Why?
They have something called noviophobia.
So many words for no reason.
They have a self-claimed thing called noviophobia.
Novio?
Which novio is the Spanish word for boyfriend. Noviophobia.
Okay.
They have a fear that most women are already paired up already with a boyfriend. They have a they
That's
claim
a
that at the
fear?
beginning. Yes.
People have a fear of that?
They claimed it as their phobia.
Okay, so this is just something.
No, this
that they've
is something
made.
that they made up themselves because they took like 2 years of Spanish, so they think they're like eloquent in Spanish.
They made up
They're
a
very
word.
well
Okay.
knowledge in Spanish.
This isn't a thing that like a lot of people.
No. This is something that Christian made up.
Okay.
But
like Sonichu.
Yes, like Sonichu. Yes,
Okay.
exactly. Like
You just
Sonichu.
make shit up.
They just
See,
make
in
shit
another
up.
world, this man could have like created the next Scientology woman. They then
let's be
could've
real. They
made the next-
definitely are like trans femme.
they're on a different like mental like area too, not in a good way, not in a way that like, oh, you could like do something good for the world. Like,
I forgot to tell you, they believe that Sanchu and shit's real. They believe that if you make up a character in your mind and you draw them on paper and you basically create
You
a
manifest
person,
them
you
in some way.
manifest them
There's a
into
term
their
for
own
that.
person.
There's a term for that. There's like
And
a thing
they
people believe
fully
in.
believe that shit.
There's a thing people believe in called...
They believe that the pony universe is real. They're a brony. They're a self-proclaimed brony. They're a self-proclaimed cross-dressing tranny, is what they're self-proclaimed as. She would go, yeah, you can call me a tranny. And I'm like, girl, you don't get to fucking facilitate that. You don't get to fucking facilitate who calls you tranny, bitch. What you looking up?
I'm trying to find the proper term for...
Dare to believe you can survive. You hold the music in your hand. Sonic boom. Take it all the way. I'm stuck as... Okay,
It's
sorry,
called
I was giving you a musical break. I was giving you a Christian special musical break.
No, it's called a tulpa.
What the fuck?
A tulpa.
What the fuck's a tulpa?
It's supposedly like what you just said. If you like create a character in your mind, you don't even have to like draw them necessarily. But like, I guess there's maybe some sort of ritualism into like you create them in your mind and like they're like a real thing. Like you could like assign a tulpa like a certain task. You can have them like go spy on this person, or go cause mayhem in this person's life. Like, I guess you can say, okay, Gunther is not a tulpa. Gunther's a character I've created for the Salcedo-verse. If you watch...
I was about to tell you who the fuck is Gunther. I was about to fucking
You
say
didn't
who
watch
the
the
fuck
last
is that?
episode. In the series, the Salcedo-verse, which is basically fancy artistic, it's just an artistic depiction of my life that I'm adding fictitious elements to. Gunther is actually a new character, and he's standing right behind you. He's that mannequin with the creepy face.
I've known him for years.
Yeah, he's been around for all our lives, all our adolescence.
All our lives. He's
No-
been around for all our lives.
But basically,
Really,
and I've always, for some reason, named him Gunther. Like, that was his name for, like, since I've created this sculpture / mannequin that he is. He's always had a name. Right?
He's pretty hot.
I'm like Gunther. But in the show, I'm like, I'm gonna add some fictitious elements to it, and I brought Gunther into the show, and basically, I guess he could say in the show, he's basically what a tulpa would be, is like a character you create that can basically exist as some sort of deity on some sort of other realm. In the show, he's not that. But I guess if you were to make an argument for real life, like, that would be a good example of what a tulpa would be. If I believed in real life that Gunther was real, that Gunther was, like, actually, like, an imaginary friend, imaginary, like, deity thing that I've made up that has, like, certain abilities, that can technically be classified as a tulpa.
True. I just think that that's giving a word to delusion.
It is. It's 100% delusional.
It's giving a
It's
word,
100%
especially in
delusional.
Christian's case, because they genuinely believe that Sanchu is a thing. They definitely believe, like, for sure, that the old Christian Weston Chandler exists separate from Christine Weston Chandler. That Christopher, I don't know if you know this. You probably don't. They were born Christopher. Their name was originally Christopher.
Mm-hmm.
But they went to a mall They went to a mall, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just so stupid. Get ready for it. You know how sometimes they have like animatronic conductor things at the mall sometimes? It used to be a really old thing. It's not really a thing anymore. That was like maybe around our parents' time.
Like when they used to have trains in the malls and shit?
Yes, around that time. They would have like these little animatronic shits that would be talking to you and singing songs and shit in the middle of the mall and shit. And Christopher back then was the only one there. I think there were like 6 at the time. And the British speaking conductor bear misheard their name as Christian. They misheard Christopher as Christian. And that made them literally beg their parents to change their name at the age of 6 from Christopher to Christian. And their parents did that for them.
Oh my God.
By the way, their parents were his dad was 52 when they had Chris, and the mom was like 40 something, 48 maybe.
How old is this person now, Christian?
Christian is, I want to Google it, because I swear they're maybe like 40 something now. They're definitely 40 something. They were born in 1982. That means they're probably like 90, 0, 10, 20, 40. They're like 41, I think.
Okay, because if Chris Chan is in their 40s, mom definitely has dementia. There's no... I'm sorry. Like, there's no way.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Their mom's like 70 something.
Yeah.
70 or 80 something at
It's
this
going
time. Probably
away, bro.
90 something at this point.
It's going away.
Well,
Completely.
oh, yeah.
The sanity. The
Oh, yeah. And they described having to coerce their mom into it, too.
Mm-hmm.
They
I think
described,
I've heard that.
like, I don't know if you heard the voice call with Isabella Loretta Jank. She is a nasty, nasty, vile woman. Not anti-shout out to Isabella Loretta Jank, because she is a troll. That she's the one that got the confession out of Chris that they were fucking.
I've
their
heard
mom.
this audio thing that surfaced.
She has a poop fetish. Isabella Loretta Jank, the troll. She has a shit fetish. Literally a shit fetish. I think she's attracted to underage people as well. And she's disgusting.
How do all these people find each other? Like, it's
they
weird.
just fucking find each other.
It's a cesspool.
And you know what? You know how Isabella Loretta Jank discovered Christian? Through the Geno Samuel doc. Because Geno Samuel started doing his shit. Shout out Geno Samuel. Shout out. Favorite 19-year-old. He's 19, by the way.
And they said, this is a person I could take advantage
Yeah.
of.
They saw Chris and was like, this is a person that I can manipulate. They believe, Christian believes that they are married to one of their Sonichu creations called Magchan Sonichu. He and the Pokemon Mewtwo. And a self-made Sonichu character named Crizel Rosechu, who is canonically 15. And they're married. They have a 3-way marriage. A 3-way. I guess their mom would make 4-way.
It's so much. It's just too much.
We could spend a whole podcast talking about Christian.
We have.
I know, almost. We spent the latter half talking about Christian.
That's
because that motherfucker's crazy. You're going to have to.
Yeah.
You're going to fucking have to. Because that shit's fucking crazy. They went fucking crazy. They fucked their moms.
This is the person who is, by all definitions,
stuck as a virgin with rage.
Well, I was going to say just a danger to society. Do you not remember that one guy? It was a person who made like these caricatures. They weren't My Little Pony characters. There were some sort of caricatures, and then they ended up shooting up the grocery store that they worked at. Have you ever heard about that? And he had a YouTube series before. Like he kind of like the Elliot Rogers story.
Are you talking about the guy that made Danny Phantom?
Yes.
OCs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is that person.
Yeah. Yeah, that
and he
guy.
ended up shooting up his job. This is like the same level of delusion as that, you know?
Yeah. And God bless the fact that he's never fucking done fucking, I'm not even religious, but God fucking bless do the little cross thing on my fucking face. That Chris Chan has never done anything horrible, because I completely imagine them killing their mother. I completely imagine them killing someone.
Just killing someone.
Or raping someone. They already raped their fucking mother.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt if they raped someone else. Like,
Right.
they're kind of a dangerous person. They're like, they have their charm. They have more charm than any other lolcow on the internet has, but they're just as fucking dangerous. It's like,
Even serial killers had charm, man. People who are fucked up have charm. Like,
oh yeah, no, but they have like a little baby charm because they're like autistic and they act like a child, and like, I'm like, oh, you know, they have a song called "So Need a Cute Girl" that's sung to the melody of "I Want It That Way." It goes, "Tell me why I'm stuck as a virgin with rage. Tell me why I so need a cute girl my age. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I have a boyfriend." That's literally a song that they would sing. They sang that at karaoke once, like,
I would
in
personally,
public.
I would never let my kid post that on the internet, especially
Yeah.
if they are autistic and just.
Tell me why I'm stuck as a virgin with rage.
That's
Come on. Are you fucking shitting me?
dude. That is just, man.
By the way, shout out. If y'all want a cover of Stone the Cute Girl, we'll be uploading it on the Southsideverse channel very shortly.
Nocturnia Productions now.
Oh, shit, you right.
Nocturnia Productions.
Nocturnia Productions.
We've done a little bit of a
shit, you
rebrand
right.
here.
Rebrand that motherfucker. Oh, hell yeah.
We have more avenues now that we can
Love a
embark
rebrand.
on. Absolutely, yeah.
We love that shit.
We're no longer constrained to just one series. We can have a whole, I guess, not that I would do this, but if we wanted to, have a whole fucking Chris Chan series. Never doing that. Do not
Oh,
hold your
yeah,
breath on
we're
that.
doing that. We,
I
together, me and you, I will educate you on everything, and we will do a Chris Chan series. We will reach out to them, and we will talk to them.
I think you have. I mean, I would. Okay, here's the thing. I would.
Would you ever
interview?
let Chris Chan on your podcast?
I would for sure interview, but there's gonna be
sex with my mother.
there's gonna be a whole lot. It's gonna be like part of it's like serious interview, and then part of it's just gonna be like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Tell me why you're stuck as a virgin with rage.
Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of that. It's gonna be a lot of that. Yeah, man. No, this is like, there's gotta be, like, where does it end? You know,
They
where
lost
do we
their
draw the
virginity
line?
to a prostitute. Did you know that?
I mean, what else are you gonna do?
Oh God, yeah,
That
they
point.
literally had to fuck a prostitute and their mother. They couldn't get no pussy.
I
They
wonder
had to
who
fuck
got
their
it first.
mom,
I wonder who got it first.
the prostitute.
Damn. Then the mom.
It's canonical that the prostitute and then the mom got like sloppy seconds. Tell me why
That's just-
I'm stuck as a virgin with rage.
They've tested the mom, right, for like anything.
No, that's
Because I don't trust, and here's the thing, I don't trust that this is the whole story. I feel like there's some really fucked up shit that's not on the internet. Maybe they post a lot of their shit on the internet, but I'm willing to believe if they're this fucked up, then there's other shit.
There's video. Okay. So
I'm talking hamster torture.
No. Maybe there's something like that. But people assumed that they were gonna fuck their mom for the longest time because there was proof. Like,
Wait,
okay,
people
they
were
had
fucking predicting this shit?
Yeah, people were fucking predicting this shit, and you know why? Because Chris's whole life is a sequence of foreshadowing. They said they'd never smoke weed. They said they'd never drink. They said they weren't gay. They said they'd never be trans. They said they'd never have an incestual relationship with their parents.
It's like a living contradiction.
They are a living contradiction for fucking sure. Like, they claim they would never be this, never be that, but they literally turned into the monster. And they would tell their friend Kim Wilson, shout out Kim Wilson. She's
Shout
a
out
fucking,
Kim Wilson.
Shout out Kim Wilson. She's a fucking troll that got Chris Chan to basically say that they had a dream a wet dream where Barb, which is the mom, Barb, was an Egyptian belly dancer, and they fucked in their dream. And also, they would spoon on their bed.
Wait, who was having these dreams?
Christian was having these dreams about Barbara being an Egyptian belly dancer and them having sex. And I think he actually came the bed. I think he
It was like a
described
wet
that
dream?
He came the bed. Yes, it was a wet dream. He came the bed.
Oh my god.
And they also used to spoon in bed. And there's video, you can look it up, of like Chris calling their mom darling. Chris saying, Chris,
is the dad still alive?
No, the dad was dead by this point.
How long has
the dad died 2011.
And is this when all the creepy stuff started happening?
The creepy stuff started happening way fucking before that.
And the dad was just...
And the dad was, blissfully ignorant, maybe. Bob was just
like,
blissfully...
Oh, no, there's no way.
You uploaded it, you unloaded it. Shout out to all my Chris heads who fucking get that reference. I've been naming reference after reference after reference.
Dude, I don't know about any of these.
I hope all my Chris heads out here get that. All my Christorians out here get that shit.
Jesus Christ.
But there was always inclinations that they were gonna fuck their mom. Like, they literally posted on Facebook about a case where a guy was fucking his mom, basically. And they said, don't send them to jail. He's a consenting adult. They're over 18. They're old enough. The mother's too old to produce ovum to have a baby anyway. So what's the fucking point? They can fuck all they want. And they also claim that sex with sisters were okay as well.
See, this is...
because there wouldn't be no baby.
This is, like, this person obviously is...
so mentally damaged.
I was going to say, sound enough in the mind to understand very complex
that
things
are wrong. Things are wrong.
And how things work. So it's not like an autistic person, because I've met and I've seen autistic people that, like, are straight up, like, children.
They claim they're high functioning autistic, which is such an outdated ass term to use.
Well, either way, they're like capable of understanding very complex things and capable of understanding right from wrong, it seems.
Oh fucking yeah.
So
they know.
Yeah.
They've gotten into trouble
at
so
that
many
point,
times.
Is autism, is that even like a factor you have to factor in with
No.
this? I don't think so either.
Trolls used to always claim that he didn't have autism, that he was faking it, that he's just using it as a crutch. But I genuinely believe that Chris Chan does have autism. Obviously, it's very obvious in the way he acts. He fixates on things. They fixate on things for a long period of time. They are very, like, fidgety. They give obvious signs of someone who is neurodivergent. But I think, like you said, there's a point where, not that you can control it, but that you can almost kind of function like you can mask. They call it masking, where a neurodivergent person has to mask to act like a neurotypical person. And a lot of people can mask, and a lot of people can act like a normal, well, I don't want to say normal, but a neurotypical person. But Chris Chan, they can function like a neurotypical person, but it's like a lot of the time they fucking choose not to.
Yeah.
They choose to be in this childlike state, and they choose to not grow up.
Yeah.
Like, one time, there was a troll that said, you seem to always choose things that are more preferable to you. And Chris was like, well, of course I like things that are preferable to me. I like to feel good. I like to feel fine all the time. And the troll goes, yeah, you seem like you like that all the time. Like, you only like positive stimuli. You shut down when there's negative stimuli in your presence. And that's the exact type of person that Chris is. They'll shut down when there's any type of resistance against their person. Did you know they blamed Barb for it? For them having sex? Blamed their demented fucking mother.
She came on to me, man. I was trying to, like, I was just
when in
chilling.
the calls with Isabella Loretta Jank, they said that they had to fucking convince Barb to have sex with him. They had to lean on to it. They had to convince her. But now they're saying that it was all Barb's fault, and they don't question Barb because she's old.
Blame the demented mother. When in doubt, blame the demented mother.
When in doubt, blame the old, probably demented mother.
Dude.
Yeah, right.
Either way, man.
So it's like, I love Christian, but at the same time, I fucking hate her.
I don't see how you can say you can love that kind of person.
I only love them because they have this horrible charm to them. Like, they say the hard R left and right. They say faggot left and right. I could say that I'm trans and bi. I'm allowed. I have the F card. But they say the F slur all the time. They say the R slur all the time. They said that a woman wasn't transitioning well. Like, they called a trans woman saying they weren't transitioning well and they'd never be a real woman. Like, they're a horrible person. But I just feel like there's an old adage that says, you are not the father of racism, merely the child of it. And I definitely believe that with Christian. They are not the father or mother of racism and transphobia and homophobia. They're merely the child of it. They're autistic. They're merely a person who's absorbed all the stimuli around them that proves to them that gay people are wrong, that trans people are wrong, that being a feminine person is wrong if you're a male. And it's like they've turned a lot of that into a lot of hateful speak. But I let it go because of that. Because they're just the child of it. They're not the father of it. They're not the first person to come up with thoughts like that. They're not the first person to be indoctrinated into that way of thinking. There are a lot of people that hate Chris because of that.
But there's a lot of people that aren't the father of racism, but we don't like regardless.
True, but I feel like because Chris is Chris, I feel like I let them off a lot easier. Maybe because they're autistic. Maybe because they have a hard time. Maybe because they're stuck as a virgin with rage. Maybe I just let them by.
They're not a virgin. They fuck the prostitute.
Well, okay, they changed the lyrics to stuck in a sad, lonely cage. So maybe it's because they're stuck in a sad, lonely cage. After they lose their virginity, they changed the lyrics of the song, by the way, because they would sing that song a lot. But
no, I can't.
But I love them. They're so funny. You need to watch the doc because they're so fucking funny.
I've seen a lot of footage of this person, and
they're
it's like,
so stupid and funny and ignorant and idiotic, and it's so
but is
funny.
Is that a reason to like really kind of give someone a one-off pass? Is because they're like,
oh no, there's no one-off pass. That's why I celebrated whenever Chris got indicted. I celebrated whenever Chris went to jail, and they thought by the way, they thought that the fucking the evolutionary verge was happening. They thought that the metaverse and like everything, like Sonichu and shit, were gonna come into real life and they were gonna rescue him.
It's like, oh my god, I'm finally gonna be able to clap these Sonichu cheeks, man.
Sonichu fucking cheeks.
Oh my god,
that's fucking funny. No, Sonichu has a wife. Her name's Rose Chu. They have 3 children: Robbie, Sarah, or Roberta, Sarah, and fucking the third one. I don't remember what the third one was.
So much about like a lot of.
I know a lot about it because me and Haley watch the series like all the time. I've rewatched the Gito Samuel Christian documentary about 8 times over. Is that
the one with like it's like hours long, like almost 8 hours?
Each episode, each episode is 30 to 40 minutes.
And there's
long.
like 20 gazillion episodes.
There's 78, I think, right now.
I know which one you're talking about.
You need to watch that one.
I've seen parts of it. I can't finish it, man.
You need to watch it.
I lose interest so fast. And it's like
so fucking interesting. How can you not be interested?
I look at coverage of it, of people that's seen it, and like give like an in-depth, and I watch multiple of those. Not multiple. I'm not going to say because I don't know shit about it, but I've seen a few. I feel like when it comes down to it, like the main cliff notes of it is Mans has mental issues. Okay.
And they abuse their mother.
And they fuck their mom.
Yeah.
You know, that's all I really gotta know.
But it's like they have like a charm to them, like. But maybe I just like her because like she's such like. I feel for her. She's a
But there's
baby.
other
She's a
trans
baby
people.
trans built in a society that hates trans people.
But like, there's other trans people that
Oh, yeah,
you could
for
like
sure.
give that support to that are actually like of sound mind. You know, like, do we even fully know this person is trans, or is that just something that they're just because you just said they kind of like earlier they rejected that and they're like
Well,
between it.
they claim no. Okay, so they claim that they were no longer a trans woman, that they were bigender, and bigender is still under the trans umbrella.
Yeah.
So they still are transgender. They've worn their mother's underwear in the past. They've like dressed up in women's garb. They've worn makeup. They wear bras.
Why did he
Like they're like,
underwear?
oh, I have no fucking idea. They thought it was sexy to post to their fake girlfriend a picture of them in their mother's bra and underwear.
See, this
person's fucking crazy. That's why I love them. Who would think to do that? Chris Chan, my motherfucking buddy. My motherfucking buddy Chris Chan.
Do you want that going public?
My homie Chris Chan. That's who posts in their mother's underwear. My homie Chris Chan. No, I'm kidding.
No, yeah.
No, you can post that. I don't mind. I will. Chris Chan, if you ever hear this, Christine Weston Chandler, Christopher Weston Chandler, Christian Ricardo, Ian Brandon. You don't want me to call you Ian Brandon Anderson. I'm sorry. Ian Brandon Anderson. Okay.
Go on, keep going.
Then born in the state of Mississippi, Papa was
no, that
cupping
was-
and Mama was hipping.
That was Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh shit! I was fucking singing Danny California.
It did kind of sound like that.
It did. But anyway, yeah, I love you. Contact me. We'll be friends. I'll be friends with you. I'll be your first actual real friend because I feel like I can fix you.
No, man, don't get yourself caught up in that,
I can
man.
fix you. I can fix you, Christine.
There's no fixing that, man. How old is this person? 50-something years old?
40-something.
40-something? This is one of those people that, like, the system... It's the
system
system's
failed them.
problem. It
system
failed them,
failed
and
them.
it is now their problem to fix that.
Yeah.
Not an individual person.
True.
Because I feel like that's, like, one of those self-destructive people. You have them in your life, it's not going to go well.
Did you know that
For
someone
you.
actually tried to romance Chris, but
They weren't his mom, and
they
he's like,
weren't his mom? Yeah. They said, "I'm sorry, I'm actually with." Let me do my best Christian voice. I'm sorry, I'm actually with somebody. So I'm sorry, I'm actually with somebody, an older woman. I won't say who it is, but she's an older woman. Was telling
You really said
everyone
that?
it was an older woman. That okay, so the head of the kiwi farms. You know what the kiwi farms are, right?
no.
The kiwi farms are an offshoot. Okay, so do you know the quickie farms?
Nope.
The quickie forums are basically where Chris Chan came to be. They wrote a lot of like quick, like CWC. CWC is Christian Weston Chandler. So they call it Quick because, you know, Sanchu goes really fast. So his name is Quick.
Yeah.
So they have the Quickie forums, which is a wiki, but about the Quickie. And a lot of lolcows would pronounce Quickie forums as Kiwi farms. So a lot of the trolls made an offshoot website called Kiwi Farms, which focuses on lolcows such as Christian, Cyrax, fucking the Wallflower, fucking everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Different lolcows. And what did this even lead to? I was talking about Chris Chan and the Quickie.
I don't know, man.
I don't fucking remember. It was the Quickie. All I know is the Quickie became Kiwi Farms, and a lot of people on. Oh, I remember what I was talking about. The main person of Kiwi Farms. His name is Joshua Moon. He goes by Noel, and he was been in contact with Chris for a very long time, trying to help him. He was the head of all of the trolling shit. But he was, like, kind of cool with him. He sent him money when Chris Chan's house burnt down. Like, By the way, that fire is a completely different situation. They had a Keurig plugged into a fucking restroom outlet, and that shit caught on fire. But anyway, Christian, there you go. There's a burp for free. You're not gonna pay for that. But anyway, Chris Chan was telling Noel, Joshua Moon of the Kiwi Farms, that he was having sex with an older woman, and that he wouldn't say who it was, but that it was an older woman. Yes, because it was his fucking mom.
It was his mom.
But he said he was having sex with an older woman, and the
Clapping
other
granny
troll,
cheeks. Well, not Granny. Probably would have Granny if Granny was still around. Whoever had dementia first, you know.
If Crystal ever came to fruition, then she would have been Granny.
Oh.
Did you know that Christian had a dream that they would have a God-given daughter named Crystal Weston Chandler? And a lot of people were saying that, okay, so in the comics, which is a funny little anecdote, in the comics, I'm going off of so many things off Christian right now, but anyway, in the comics, they had a God-given twin sister named Crystal, who was only in the comics, that they believed was their long-lost twin sister that they wished they had, right? And a lot of people were saying that they wanted that Chris Chan, way back then, it was funny because it was a way back then conspiracy theory, that Chris Chan, because he had this supposed dream of his God-given daughter named Crystal Weston Chandler, which is the same name of his fictitious sister in his comic series. A lot of people were saying that he essentially wanted to fuck his mom, have her give birth to his daughter's sister named Crystal, so that he could fuck the daughter's sister named Crystal.
And this is someone you want to like fix. Like, this is someone.
No, I'm obviously joking. I don't want contact with him ever.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if I could ever make contact with him for content, I would fucking do it in a fucking instant. Oh my God, Chris Chan, reach out to me.
Too good to pass up.
Christine, reach out to me. I will respect your trans given identity. I will respect you. I will give you everything you want, Chrissy. Come to me, Chrissy Rose Chew. Come to me now. Talk to me now.
So he has a dream
That they would have a sister.
him and his mom had a kid, which was his daughter's sister.
Daughter's sister, and he fucked the daughter's sister. But that was just a conspiracy theory.
Oh, that's not.
Chris Chan never confirmed that. But the fact that they wanted a daughter named Crystal and they had a sister named Crystal was... They don't actually have a sister named Crystal. That was their made-up sister named Crystal. So So trolls were thinking that she wanted to impregnate her mother, which is very funny because she ended up having sex with her mother. That people way back were suspecting that she would do shit like that, and she ended up doing shit like that. That's pretty fucking hilarious to me.
God damn.
I just love her. Reach out to me,
like
Chris.
prophecy.
We can sing "So We Need a Cute Girl" together. We can cover that shit. Like,
It's like a fucked
reach
up
out.
prophecy.
It is. Their whole life is just foreshadowing embodied.
God damn, man.
It's so fucking crazy, and I love Christian. So I love the Christian lore.
The
I'm
lore.
a Christorian. I love the lore. I don't like them as a person. They're disgusting. They're homophobic. They're transphobic.
Pretty detestable
they're
actions.
disgusting, and the fact that they're a motherfucker, literally. I don't like them, but I love their lore. I love everything about them. I'm obsessed with them.
You love the fucked upness around the person.
It's like I'm watching a Law and Order episode that never ends.
Yeah.
It's
And
like
remind
the
me,
fucked up shit's happening and it never ends
how
because this
did
person's
this-
alive.
how did this person like come into the public light to begin with?
It was October 31st. It was a rainy, destitute Halloween day. I'm getting all angles of the mic. I wonder if can you hear that in different If I go
No,
like,
it just sounds the same.
say,
Yeah.
will it sound different in different earbuds? Is it one of those
It
microphones?
wasn't one of those. Yeah, this is $30 on Amazon.
You should get that ear microphone. Off topic. You should get the ear microphone that you can lick.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. They literally look like ears.
Fucking ASMR. Free ASMR, bitches. But anyway, fuck was I talking about? What the fuck was I talking about?
How Chris Chan came into the public light.
Oh, it was Halloween of 2000. I want to say maybe. Okay. This Halloween marked 15 years since they were discovered.
Mm-hmm.
This Halloween. So I think it was maybe 2006, 2007. They were at a hobby and game place called the Game Place.
Mm-hmm.
And someone named, what was their fucking name? Daniel Mims, I believe it was. Man, I could be wrong. David Lucas. Fucking, that's a person on fucking roast me. But Daniel Mims, I believe it was, the person that discovered them and took a picture of them and posted it on 4chan on the Something Awful forum. And it was like, yo, this person's really fucking weird. They like always come to this hobby and game place, and they play Pokemon, but they're really racist towards the black kids, and they're really fucking weird. So that was when it has been 15 years since they've been discovered.
Wow. That's like older than YouTube.
Yeah. That's older than fucking YouTube.
Pivotal internet.
Almost older than me.
Mm-hmm.
And like 5 years fucking short of 5-6 years more short of me.
And before that, weren't they some sort of child actor?
No. They were
in a commercial or something?
No, they were in they won a sweepstakes. They won a Sonic sweepstakes where you have to write Sonic 2 says at the end of every
Again,
every
more foreshadowing.
episode.
It started with foreshadowing.
Yeah,
it seems like.
of course. No, you know why they came up with Sonic 2? You know how Sonic 2 came about?
Sonic and Pikachu?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it
You're
was
like a grade school teacher? Yes.
yes. In high school, they had to make for their photography class, or it's maybe computer digital class, they had to make a fake album cover. And they wanted to use Sonic and Pikachu, but they couldn't because they couldn't use copyrighted material. So you know what they did? They fucking mixed the two copyrighted characters together to make a copyrighted mess called Sonichu.
That is a practice even carried out to this day.
Yes.
That is a practice, as I say, where you it's like parody law almost.
And it's like, yes, and they used that. It's funny because they used that it was a parody. That's why it was allowed to be a thing.
Yeah.
But someone made a Sonichu parody called Asperchu, which is made by Alec Benson Leary. Shout out Alec Benson Leary. We're shouting out everybody in this episode.
Shout out Alec Benson Leary.
He basically he fucking made a parody of Sonichu, and Chris got mad at it, and they were just making it as a point because your shit's already a parody. So for you to get mad at a parody of your parody is ridiculous.
There's crazy people out there, man.
There very, very well is.
There's some just people out there that's just like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. Well, Zach, I just want to say thank you for sitting through all that shit, man. And Jesus fucking Christ, are we doomed as a species, yes or no?
We definitely are.
Yeah, I agree with you, man.
But I mean, we've always been doomed, so might as well just fuck our whole lives up. Am I right, boys?
I agree with you, man. Hey, thanks for coming on. Thanks for, sitting through all this bullshit.
Of course, I'll twerk right now if I could, but
It's a non-visual
because-
podcast, yeah.
Exactly. I would twerk if I could, but y'all can't see that. So I won't.
Anything you want to plug, anything you want to shout out, future projects, anything. It could be Haley's, it could be anything.
Shout out Haley Cinema, because Haley Cinema is my rock. They've always been my rock for the past 3 years of my life, and they will always be my rock. So shout out to Haley Cinema, and shout out to fucking Zach the Grub, because I'm a grub. That's pretty cool.
Shout out Grubs. All right. Appreciate you coming on, man. This was fun. I'm interested to see how it's going to come out. I don't know when this is going to air, but I'm looking forward to it.
Hell yeah.
This has been the Midnight Power Hour.
Midnight power hour bitch pussy.
And remember, people, incest is wrong.